Hello and welcome to part 7 of our most underrated beauties of television and cinema series. Here I will take a look at the actresses who fly under the radar and fail to receive the same adoration as their more coveted counterparts. So let's get started. So first up, we are going to start with a viewer suggestion. Bruce Walter nominated the stunning Jerry Ryan, and I've got to say, it's a fantastic call. The star of Star Trek Voyager and Dracula 2000 is without doubt underrated, and without doubt gorgeous. Nice one, Bruce. Gilligan's Island star and flame-haired knockout Tina Louise is my next choice on this list. She was quite simply stunning, and yet she barely gets a mention when up against fellow redheads such as Anne-Margaret and the likes. 100% underrated. Up next is an elegant beauty with immense talent. It's Madeleine Stowe. In my opinion, the last of the Mohican star is beguiling, and yet for some reason she's rarely, if ever, mentioned in our comment sections, and she failed to make the viewers' 1990s top 20 list. She definitely gets to wear the underrated crown. It's hard to imagine that an actress and filmmaker who has their own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame is underrated. But for me, the stunning Diane Cannon is exactly that. Nevertheless, any woman who catches the eye of Cary Grant is good enough for me. Stunning. Star of 1980s John Carpenter horror The Fog, 1981's Escape from New York, and 1982 Swamp Thing, Adrienne Barbeau is my next inclusion. Her DJ voice on The Fog turns my legs to jelly, and yet she's right down the pecking order when it comes to people's favourite beauties. You're a tough crowd. Texan-born classic beauty Sid Charisse is next on our list of undervalued dazzlers. A star of Brigadoon and her performances opposite Fred Astaire, somehow she doesn't receive the plaudits for her beauty that she deserves. Not in our polls anyway. Come on, look at that face. Another viewer nomination now. Barry Corson gave a shout out for Kimberly Williams Paisley, and I've got to agree, the star of Nashville and father of the bride possesses an homely beauty that is quite simply breathtaking. It's a great suggestion, Barry, the old mate. She failed to make your top 20 Bond girls video on the channel. Quantum of Solace's Olga Kurilenko is my next choice of beauty to go under the radar. Just look at her. How did she not make your top 20? She played Diane Chambers on legendary US sitcom Cheers. It's Shelley Long. The quintessential example of understated, elegant beauty, with a smile to die for. Is she underrated? And the final stun gun to join this list of underrated beauties is Rona Mitra. The British actress who was featured in such films as 2007's Shooter and 2008's Doomsday is the stuff of dreams. But not everyone seems to think so.